Hey guys, it's Kevin again with Mix Coach. I am still at the tracking room here on Music Row, and we just finished an orchestral session. And I couldn't help but think about you guys the whole time I was doing the session, and like maybe some of the things that I learned and am still learning in the session that could possibly help you. And one of the things is communication. When you want to be an engineer that people call on and trust a lot, you have to learn when to communicate, what to communicate, and when not to communicate. One example is that, when you have 20 people on the floor and you're recording them, the thing you have to pay attention to is that sometimes they don't speak up, and sometimes you really have to listen. So I had my hand on the knob all the time, and when the music was gone and someone was trying to talk to me, I would pull the volume up as loud as it took to play back, and then I would repeat back to them. Not all the time, but just when I was a little unclear. Like, for example, one of the things was, we'd like to get bar 35, and I would say bar 35, and then I would say, confirm, like, okay, we're going to punch in at bar 35, I'm sitting at bar 33, and then I would hit the play bar, and they would know exactly where the tape started and exactly where I was going to punch in, and then I would punch in for just the one bar. And that's all the communication that it needed. Sometimes that was a little bit too much communication. The too much communication is when someone's in a groove and they're recording something. You don't want to interrupt the groove by starting a conversation about your daughter, which I can tend to do sometimes. I didn't, but what you want to do is just make sure that you take care of the task at hand and you don't over communicate. When everybody's clear on what's supposed to happen, that you do it without a whole lot of talking about it. Another way of communication is just knowing the lingo that people use. I mean, I find that string players and horn players, they use different lingo for different things on sheet music. A bass player may say a diamond. You'll never hear a string player call anything a diamond. She'll call it a whole note. And I heard something today. Do you want us to kill the trim? I never heard. You see, if you say kill the trim to a recording engineer, he's going to think that something's too loud. But they were talking about tremolo. Do you want to, continue with the tremolo, or stop the tremolo at a certain bar? So anyway, in order to be a really good engineer, or to be someone that people trust, you have to kind of know the native language. And I was telling my friend Wayne when we went to lunch, I had to brush up on my native language because some of the trim things, TREM, was one of the things I hadn't heard in a while. So you kind of have to learn the language, learn the language that the people use who you were working with. So anyway, hope that helps. Learn the language, and these little things make you an engineer that people can trust. So anyway, if you want to hear a little video series that I've got put together for you, it's called 5 Things Every Great Mixer Knows, and you'll find it over on MixCoach.com. As a matter of fact, there's a link right below this video. You can click it, and I'd love to see you on the other side. So anyway, this has been another episode of the Mix Coach Minute. I will see you next time.